Now we are gonna add the selection drop down for the limits. So we are gonna create a component and we are gonna name it select limit.jsx. It will also be a controlled component. So whatever it uses, we pass as props to it. So inside our component, let's create a functional component named select limit. And now we are gonna look at the bootstrap structure of the selection dropdown. So here you can see the select tag and it has a class form select. Then inside that we have options for the selection. So we are gonna copy this into our code and we are gonna remove this default div and return this select element, and we are gonna remove the first option that is selected now. Set the first option value to 5 and inside it set 5. Then we are gonna set the second value to be 10 and inside the tag we set 10. For the last one we are gonna select as 15 and inside the tag we are also setting 15. Then we are gonna handle the on change event of the select tag. So here in the arrow function we get the event argument which gives us the value of the target that is selected. So we are gonna pass that value of the target of the event to props.onLimitChange, and now we are gonna pass this as props from app.js. But we are gonna add a custom class to this select element select that we will define in app.css. So before we do that, we are gonna make a container for our pagination and this select limit component to group them, and we are gonna apply custom class pagination container that we are gonna define in app.css. Now we are gonna use select limit component and set on limit change props to set limit. Now we have two classes that we need to define in app.css. First is .pagination-container. Inside that we will have display as flex, justify content as flex end, and align items to center. And the select class, in which we are gonna define width of 50 pixels and height of 40 pixels, margin bottom to 15 pixels and margin right to 20 pixels to have some margin between our pagination and select tag. Now we are gonna see the result in the browser. So when we select the limit as 5 users are displayed as you can see on the screen. If we select the value as 10, users are gonna be displayed, but here we have two issues. Now we are gonna see what the issue is. First issue is when we select the limit as 15 and we go to the last page, see, we don't get any result. So let's have a look in the console. It says cannot read property of undefined. So the issue here is with our getUsers method. So let's go to the getUsers method. So here if we have limit as 15, the total data is 50. So when we divide total data by 15, we are getting 4 pages. So in which we have 3 pages of 15. But at last page we only have 5 data. But here you can see we are trying to access more than 5 elements. Since here if the page is 4, we are getting data from 45 to 60. So it doesn't get the 51st element which is undefined. That's why we are getting the error. So to fix it, we have to add an extra condition. If users of I exist, then we push the element in the array. And if it doesn't exist, we do not. And now if we go to the browser and check if it is started working. So look, it started working. So here you can see the error is gone and we have 5 elements on the last page. The second thing we have is, which is not an error, this is more of a bug. So let's select the page as 5 and go to the 10th page. Now select the limit as 10 or 15. See, there is no data. Since the page is still 10 and we don't have 10th page for limit 10 and 15. So to fix that, we will have to go to app.js and pass the page number conditionally. So if we apply a check on page, if the page is less than or equal to total page, then we will set the page to the pagination as page. But else we are gonna set the page to total page and then we are gonna pass the page to the pagination. And now go to the browser and see if everything is working fine till now. Now if we select the limit as 5 and then select the last page and then select the limit as 10, now you can see we have last page selected even if the limit is 10. Similarly, it works for the limit 15. If the limit is 15, then still we have the last page selected. And that is all. So this is how we can integrate a pagination with limit in React.js using Bootstrap. So now if you have some suggestions regarding the integration of pagination, let me know in the comment box. And if you have enjoyed the content, please like, share and subscribe to the channel.